if you currently own an altcoin or multiple altcoins, there's a strong likelihood that it has not broken all-time high just yet. And you might be wondering, when am I going to break all-time high? When are my altcoins going to explode? When? Altcoin season. Especially if you look at a Bitcoin chart, you kind of just go over here on weekly and you're like, man, Bitcoin looks like it's very close to its all-time high. Is Bitcoin going to outperform altcoins this cycle because of the Bitcoin spot ETF, because of all of these bullish narratives? What is going on right now? In this video, I want to break down exactly when altcoin season will occur based on historical data. This is time proven. This is cycle proven. And we're going to use historical data to really lay out and visualize on the ADA charts, as well as the Ethereum charts, when altcoin season will take place. Here's a hint. We're not there just yet. So hit the subscribe, hit the like, and let's just jump into the video. As we dissect these charts, I just want you to take note. This really applies to all of the different altcoins. And though we are not in altcoin season yet, you will see, and we have seen, altcoins have been seeing gains. But that is not, in my view, what defines alt season. So let me zoom out over here on the Bitcoin chart, because it's Bitcoin that is the foundation to navigating these altcoin seasons and really confirming these altcoin seasons. First, just as a very, very quick just refresher, bull market high to bear market low, bull market doors. When the bull market doors are broken, historically, this is when alt season occurs. This is when Bitcoin dominance just starts falling, surprisingly, right? It's such a bullish indicator on the Bitcoin chart, the bull doors being broken. I track that indicator because it's even more bullish for altcoins. And I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like on the Bitcoin dominance chart. So very simple. I'm going to go cycles past. I'm going to show you when the bull market doors were broken in 2017. And real quick, I'll even show you on this chart. So Bitcoin bull market doors broken 2017, all the way back here, right? When that was happening. Look at Bitcoin, by the way, after that happened. Amazing move. On the Bitcoin dominance chart, it was sitting at around 95%. And when those bull doors were broken, altcoins went crazy. And you can see what happens to Bitcoin dominance in that bull season. This is why I track the bull market doors so much. Yeah, it's because I want to track the cycles of Bitcoin and really understand if these cycles are consistent. But this is the trigger. The bull market doors being broken is the trigger for alt season, for altcoins absolutely exploding. Now, if we go back and we look at, okay, how about November 2020? Many of you were probably here watching my videos when those bull market doors were broken. It was a huge time, right? Back here, November 2020, bull doors broken and Bitcoin dominance. What did it do? It kind of had one more swing high, and this is important, especially as it applies to this cycle, but this was the end of the game, right, for Bitcoin dominance. You can see right around January 2021, and then boom, into that bull market. Altcoins just went, again, absolutely berserk, and Bitcoin dominance fell. Now, here's where things are heating up this cycle around. As you know, because I've been talking about it nonstop, just discussing it nonstop, Bitcoin is currently within the bull market doors. I want to make a note. Bitcoin has not broken the bull market doors. We've broken into them, but we've not broken above. And that's a very critical piece to this entire thing that we're talking about, when altcoin season. So for that to happen, Bitcoin's got to start closing those weekly candles above around $57,000. And right now we're kind of in the middle of the 618 here and the 786 at that $58,000 area. Now, here's the thing. Let's assume, especially for visualization purposes, let's assume Bitcoin actually does it in the next even few weeks. It breaks through the bull market doors. Going over to ADA, now we really can start comparing, and we're going to maybe pivot from ADA to Ethereum, but we're going to use ADA and Ethereum as an example here. We can start visualizing this. When the bull doors were broken in November, and this, we saw what it looked like on the dominance chart on Bitcoin, dominance falling. When Bitcoin broke the bull market doors in November 2020, back here, this is what ADA was doing, right? So on the chart, zoomed out on the weekly, if we look at what Bitcoin was doing, really briefly, here's Bitcoin, right? Okay, here's ADA. They're both going parabolic. They're both going crazy. The thing is, in terms of gains, percentage gains, ADA very highly outperformed Bitcoin. That's why you see Bitcoin dominance falling because altcoins in general, their percentage gains outperform Bitcoin. There's no guarantees, but it's very likely that's exactly what is going to happen once again. And then if we go to Ethereum, you can see Ethereum as well. 2020 bull market doors being broken in November, and Ethereum going parabolic as well, right, into the bull market, and Ethereum as well outperforming Bitcoin. So now here we are, Bitcoin bull market doors getting ready to break once again to the upside. And it's so interesting. While this is happening, we have setups, and I've been talking a lot about this on the ADA chart, setups that are so technically consistent with last cycle when the Bitcoin bull market doors, November 2020 right here, were being broken, right? The setup is just there. I'm tracking this because I don't know if it's going to repeat or not, but this is getting very exciting. It's all happening earlier. We're before halving, right? This happened last time after halving, but the setup is there. And if Bitcoin just continues to the upside, and it could be the narratives, not only just a narrative, I keep saying that, but not only just the narrative of Bitcoin spot ETF, truly the supply shock that this is causing for Bitcoin, then altcoins like ADA getting ready to potentially put in a very similar move as the last bull market, right? So alt season, while I do not think it is here yet, and you can even just go look at a Bitcoin dominance chart, we don't see it on the charts. And with that supply shock and the halving coming up for Bitcoin, there is a very strong case Bitcoin makes one more swing high, right? And then the Bitcoin dominance starts falling, and then alt season. But you can see how close we are right now. You go to an Ethereum chart, even Ethereum, very similar, just technical setup as last time in November 2020. Just as Bitcoin's breaking those doors, check this out. Ethereum starting to put in a swing high from this high, so it's a higher high, right? Breaking this entire resistance area. You notice, we just looked at it on the ADA charts. It's not happened yet on ADA. Well, last cycle, it really hadn't happened yet either. Ethereum was a first mover in that regard, putting in a higher high. Look at this right now, putting in a higher high from this swing high. So even the similarities on Ethereum are there. And if Bitcoin continues to the upside, I don't want to say nothing is guaranteed, but I really think Ethereum is going to begin outperforming Bitcoin, especially with the spot ETF narrative and speculation that Ethereum has right now. So Ethereum, if the bull doors are broken for Bitcoin in the next week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and it could be a month, right? It might not happen. But if it were to happen in the shorter term, Ethereum likely to start outperforming Bitcoin. Going over to ADA charts, likely going to start outperforming Bitcoin to the upside. If Bitcoin keeps moving, ADA, Ethereum, and you can take this into other altcoin charts, AVAX, Solana, Polkadot, your low caps, whatever your favorite altcoins are out there, XRP even, I think will start moving. Believe it or not, that's when altcoin season will begin. Now, it's the whole thing of, it's a big if. The Bitcoin bull market doors have not been broken yet. This 786 area around $57,000 has not been broken. There have not been weekly candle closes above that area. So I don't know how on this weekly chart Bitcoin's going to interact with the bull doors this cycle. What I do know, we've gotten the first time we got a weekly close within the bull doors prior to the halving, and that's a big deal. But again, there's no guarantee Bitcoin breaks out of this range. Maybe it falls, right? Maybe we see consolidation within the range. Maybe consolidation at the 618. Time will tell, but that's what I'm tracking. And that, in my view, is when altcoin season will begin. It's, speculatively based on previous cycles, it's in this green box. If things are moving a little quicker this cycle around, then maybe the box moves over a little, right? Maybe there, maybe right there. But either way, you get the point. Altcoin season, not here yet, but very fast approaching. Let me know what you think about this data, everybody. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate all of you out there. If you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe, turn notifications on, hit that like button if you found any value in this video. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.